And we're live, coming to you live once again from the Flagami studio. One more time, maybe the last time, but you know what I mean. Hello, everybody, and happy Friday. I'm riding in my RV, wherever I want to be. 'Cause I'm free in my RV. Yeah. And we're live. Hello, everybody, and welcome. Ah, I'm very happy because on Monday they might get rid of my boot. So, reason to celebrate. William G, good afternoon. Hey, William Irizarry, hello and happy Friday, Robert Ely, Senora Alma, and fellow Pelican heads around the world. That's right, man. And hello, Lucky Dog Productions moderators Sue, Bob and Sue. Thank you for being here. Thank you for moderating another Friday, hanging out. Lewis and Clark. Lewis Clark. Hi. And, oops, this moved on me. And Daniel Ruiz's son has come out in Sacramento. Are you getting that atmospheric glacier or river or whatever it is? 58 and not raining. It was bad last night. I'm ready for fun with Robert. Yeah. And coincidentally, Illy was telling me, I haven't been outside. I went outside today for like the first time in like 2 weeks. It hasn't rained in South Florida for a long time, which, it's not completely unusual in winter, but it's not that common for it to not rain in Florida for a long time. So, and the bar is officially open. Thank you so much, because today we've got a plethora of things to imbibe. But I'm gonna wait until 6 officially. But we got something on the mail. Something very special. Young Dave starting early again. Howdy from rainy San Jose. It's still raining in San Jose, but in Sacramento it's not raining anymore. So that's the good news, right? And any advice from Barton's RV in Uvalde, Texas? Any advice you can give me to grow my subscribers, Robert? Well, advertising yourself here on the live stream is always a good thing. You have a good logo there, so yeah, it's getting as many live streams or comment on other videos, that kind of thing, and people will discover you. So this is what we got. We went to the P.O. Box. And let me go with this one first. And this one comes from Michelle K. Michelle K. And this is like a belated Christmas card here. But we've got a... look at this. It's a pelican. It's a stocking stuffer, and it says, always be yourself, except when you can be a pelican. Then always be a pelican. There you go. And I'm not sure I'm a pelican, but at least I'm a pelican head. So there you go. Thank you so much, Michelle, if you're here in the chat. And we'll definitely use this in the upcoming season, because, believe it or not, especially when you are of a certain age, Christmas is always around the corner. You saw how quickly 2022 went. 2023 is gonna go quickly too. So Christmas is literally around the corner. Happy Friday, Reming Pasión and Chef at Large. What are we drinking today? Well, I'm glad you asked. Because we went to the P.O. Box and we found this at the P.O. Box. So thank you, Lily. Yes, I got the vodka. We got the vodka made with love from Lily's Kitchen. And we're going to give it the taste right here, live on the air. Hopefully I won't spill anything. And we got 2 bottles. So Lily got her own bottle that she's drinking on her side over there. Yeah, YouTube always wants me to insert a commercial here. Nope. I think you guys see enough commercials on the regular videos, so I'm not gonna put you through another one. So thank you, from Willie and Lily Strain, and here we go. Nice letter also that they sent us. So with a poem in the back. Uh, Let me hold on. Are you supposed to shake this or not? And I would never know. Oh, here you go. That was easy enough. Yeah, I have a trash can here under me just in case. I'm just gonna have a little bit, because I don't want to be the tipsy bartender. So thank you, Lily. And to all of you, cheers. Bottoms up. By the way, this is a very nifty. I picked this up at the Appalachian Trail, well, at one of the Appalachian Trail visitor centers. Cheers. Ooh, that is delicious. Ooh. I have a feeling it's one of those that slowly creeps up on you, and before you know it, you are tipsy. So thank you. Shaken, not stirred. Yeah, that's how I like it. What flavor vodka? It is cherry vodka, and I do believe those are cherries in there. It's very good. Stephen Griffin, we enjoyed your Driving to the West movie last week. Hopefully, you'll be back to 100% soon. Take care from across the pond. Cheers. Cheers. Thank you. And thank you. I'm really hoping that on Monday he's going to take a picture of my fibula and he's going to say, you know what? Your fibula is like brand new. Probably not. This traveler, hello there. And Mark Zihama. And Chef at Large, that's a great hat. Thank you. Yeah, I picked this up at the. Hold on. I'm usually don't wear a hat but I haven't been able to visit my bartender, my barber. So, cheers, Christopher Olsen, and thank you, Daniel Ruiz, for that super chat cherry vodka. Yes, sir. And Jim in DC, my engineers always chastised us for drinking in the studio. But when it is your own studio, cheers. Yeah, right? And I believe drinking goes with the profession, right? With show business, at least, because when I used to play at nightclubs, especially like at private parties, we also, right before playing, it helps you loosen up. You have a little, scotch on the rocks or whatever you want to have. And there were certain private parties at like banquet halls or hotels where they wouldn't allow the musicians to drink. The band always sucked on those nights. I don't know, or at least that's how we felt. Greetings from windy and rainy Germany. Well, greetings. It's been hot in Miami. In fact, it is kind of warm here at the Flagami studio today. Sometimes the air conditioner can't keep up. Ask Remy is Stelling Barton's Uvalde, Texas. Kill the intro until you become well known. Very few can pull off a good intro. I'll skip such. That's true also, and it's happening in television as well. Well, intros are coming back, but you remember like Cheers. It was like a 2-minute intro where everybody knows your name and whatnot, and then you watch Better Call Saul, and it's boom, 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 and that's it. So there's something to be said for short intros. Of course, that's not something I did. I've been for a while, early in the life of the channel, I thought about shortening my intro, but then it wouldn't be my intro. So, yeah. Skipping around. Hello from Sebring, Florida, home to the 12-hour Sebring endurance race. That's pretty cool. Too bad I'm not gonna be able to. I had certain events and plans for March, but I have a feeling that even if I fully recover, I'm not gonna be able to be skipping around next week. It's still, it's. I'm sure the leg is. It's gonna take a while. Ryan Smith in your alt. I'm sure you mean Atlanta, right? ATL. Why didn't you take a tour on the ST live sets? Love your traveling blogs. ST. What's ST? I'm missing something here. I'm sure it's a very famous TV show or something. But someone tell me. Someone tell me in the chat. Jeffrey Di Bartolo, don't complain about the heat. Can't wait until it is warm here in New York City. Well, it's hot, man. It's hot out there. Ask Remy, traveling Robert, your intros are great each time. Yeah, I was thinking this is what I was gonna do. I was gonna speed it up a little bit, and I was gonna get rid of the first writing. Don't the riding in my RV, whatever I want to be, because I'm free. But do it like concentrated. But then I'm like, big fan of Better Call Saul. There you go. Fraser had a cool short intro in the Seattle Sky. Yes, Fraser actually was an avant-garde show in that sense, because it was those what was it? It was a jazz tune. Yeah, I remember. Greetings from sunny Punta Gorda, Florida, where it has rained here. Hasn't rained here either. Happy Friday, everyone. Yeah, it's like an odd. It must be La Nina phenomenon or something like that. DMX. Thank you for that super chat. They should get the ball rolling. Who should get the ball rolling? Alex Timbling. Happy Friday. Greetings from stormy Southern California. Hope you are having a speedy recovery. And some fool wrote a song that it never rains in Southern California, and well, sometimes it does. And when it does, it's like when it snows in Florida. Everybody freaks out. Rambling Ruben, our Friday evenings now watching Traveling Robert. Thank you for being here. I love the intro. Don't change it. No, that was that was when I was still trying to figure it out, and I didn't know if having a shorter intro was gonna help. I was, but no, I never did it. When are you coming back to North Carolina again? Probably soon, actually. As soon as I can press my foot on the accelerator and kind of walk short distances, we're going up to Indiana to pick up Minitini 4. So, yeah. D. Cass, hello sir, I've enjoyed your programs and have become a chief pelican head. Keep up with the great work. Thanks, DC. Thank you so much. Is there any boondocking on the list? Gold Coast. Is that for Gold Coast or for me boondocking? The only thing with boondocking in summer, it's like most of the country is too hot to really boondock, in my opinion. I'm from South Florida, so I shouldn't talk about heat. But in South Florida, when it is hot, we don't go out, like unless it is the beach. Hershey, Star Trek. I didn't know that they had Star Trek filming locations there. Interesting. I didn't know that. And where is? I don't know why I'm not seeing, because I'm on top chat here on the right. Hold on. I always forget to put it on live chat for some reason. So, hey, Dylan is here. Hello, Dylan. Question, how is your league? I'm sure you mean leg. Doing today. Well, let me show you. Hold on, I'm gonna break something here in the Flagami studio. That's my leg today. Ah, that boot is heavy. Whew. Ow. What is on the flag located behind you? That's a pelican head. Actually, Dookie Chips did it for us. So, Amanda de 1251, thank you for that super chat. Thank you. You inspired me. My whole trip to Arizona this May. Excuse me. Thank you. And come visit Western New Jersey. Well, and as much as I would like to keep drinking this, I'm afraid I might get too tipsy. So I'm going to switch to IPA for now. And then, I usually have a screen that I put back there. It's just a piece of cloth that I hang. And we have a little projector that someone sent me a long time ago, a cheap projector. And that's where we, watch movies or series at night or YouTube. And Ilya and I are going to enjoy a few sips of that vodka later today. But right now, we're switching back to High Ally, our first Florida IPA. Or should I not mix? What do you guys think? Cheers, regardless. That's too much head. Van Girl Shirl, super chat. Thank you from Van Girl Shirl. And you probably have a camper van, which is something we might do soon as well. I have several things coming up that are going to be so many plans for when I can walk and accelerate. Priscilla Santos, my 9-year-old son Pierce, says, hello, Robert. He loves watching your video. Thank you. Thank you, Pierce. And happy trails to you. And thank you for watching. When will y'all depart for Alaska? If all goes well, May 23rd. But I don't really know. I don't really know yet. Ellison celebrating 1 month of being a Chief Pelican Head. Hello from completely drenched Antelope Valley, California. We have flood warnings in the area. Do be careful out there. I know California is not used to rain, so I know that there could be mudslides and flash floods. And people are getting worried. I read somewhere that when all that snow, several feet of snow start to melt, that could be a problem too. So Alex Tembling, are you going to do your yearly review on Mini TD3 before returning it? Or it would be, I would like to hear your opinion on the solar panels and inverter. Worth it? Been considering for my Micro Mini. And you're going to get my opinion right now. Definitely worth it. My only negative is that I would like to have more. That's the only thing. If you can max that out, if you can blanket that roof like Remy was saying earlier, if you can blanket that roof with solar panels and get more battery, the inverter at 3,000 watts is fine, because you can either get that through my air conditioner or get like a soft start, and with 3,000 watts you can run, or a mini split, you can run your air conditioner. But batteries, the more batteries the better, because as much solar as you have, you're gonna, if you end up with a few days of cloudy weather, what can you do? Jody Mantooth, thank you for that super chat. Thank you. Tomcat 1FL. Hi Robert, from Fort Walton Beach, where there is no fort. I don't think there's a fort in Fort Pierce either, but I think there used to be one. So that's why they call it that. Liquor before beer, you're in the clear. That's what I heard. I've heard that beer before liquor, never been sicker. So yeah. Uh, B Aviation. Hey Robert, my dad and I are on top of the Tempe Butte right now. Thanks for to your video. That's a great view from up there. I remember that. Yeah, I want to go back to to the Phoenix area as well. You know, this trip that we were going west, it just got cut too way too short. But and we got a Red Jaguar. Hello, my Pelican Head family, and to my friend Mr. Traveling Robert. Hello, Mr. Red Jaguar. Welcome to the club now. D. Cortez. Hey, Robert, went to Charleston the other day. Followed some of your sites with your mom. You should try the rooftop bar by the city market. It was awesome. What is it called? Rooftop bar by the city market. I'll check it out because and I just okay. Spoiler alert, production note here. Oh wait, you haven't watched that? Yeah, you watched that video already. The final video of the Arizona trip, where I broke my leg and we hightailed it back. No, you haven't. Not, never mind. I'm so many videos ahead. The members and the patrons will know the video after the Badlands when we return back to Miami and we trade the Colorado for Starship. There's some lost footage that I found that from Charleston. Thank you for reminding me. William Brody celebrating 17 months as a Chief Pelican Head. 17 months. Hello, Robert. New Jersey in the plans. Sadly, right now, no, not really. But it'll be. We'll go back to New Jersey because New Jersey is one of those states where we've done a little bit of it, but there's so much more to see. I hear, they call it the Garden State, and we've only been to the part that is like right next to New York City and the shore. So we gotta do some inland stuff in New Jersey. Jim Foster. So, in an attempt to imitate our fearless leader, Robert, Sonia is in a surgical shoe after having a fall on the ice last week. Diagnosed as a bad sprain. Sonia, what are you doing? Well, I hope for a speedy recovery. I hope it doesn't hurt too much. That's all I'm saying. So, speedy recovery. I told you shouldn't be drinking in the ice. No, just kidding. Just kidding. The cherries are the most potent. Salud. Oh, Lily. We're going to have some cherries tonight. I just have to be careful because I don't want to get too tipsy. And then, I have to walk with this. And, Hey, Michelle K, by the way, thank you for the stocking stuffer. And no minitini tomorrow. I'm still not. When I'm able to stand behind the piano, we're gonna do one probably. Before going on the next trip, that the Sunday before, we're going to, which could be next Sunday, we're gonna do one. Young Dave, I watched your Badlands episode early premiere this afternoon. Those ladder steps on the hike reminded me of the Half Dome cables, but those are about 10 times as scary. No, the steps actually look, because of the angle of the camera, the magic of television. And on video, they probably look worse than they really were. But, it's cool. Your Lawrence Johnson, your theme song have me singing along. I'm bobbing my head. Ask Remy, Traveling Robert, is it true you're getting a smaller minitini? Yes, smaller. It's like 2 feet shorter and no slide. I want to go back to basics, and it's gonna be less comfortable to be inside and just watch TV, anything like that. But it's gonna be so much better when it comes to parking at where more options, and we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. I think I'm gonna love it. Ili is still on the fence about it, But one thing for sure, we wanted to change trailers at this point. Alex Timbling, thank you for that super chat. Cheers. Well, cheers to you. D. Cortez, thank you for that super sticker. And it's a hippopotamus. Three hippopotamuses. Faith Fuller, have you done an East Coast tour? Yes, I have. Actually, probably the best one. I haven't done the whole East Coast, but probably the best one is that video we did. It's called the Mid-Atlantic Coast or something like that, which is we even drove in Brooklyn, New York. Hey, rustic camper or capers, rustic capers. I like capers in my picadillo. Watching again from Bracebridge, Ontario, Canada. We just watched your hike to Angel's Landing in Utah. How scary was that? What did mom say when she seen your video of where you were hiking? She was concerned. Yeah, hey, everybody say hello to my mom. Hello, greetings to all the viewers and the production moderators. Hope you have a good time. Love, mom. Hey, Dylan is here too. I'm planning on deleting my slide out because of that reason. You know, if I were to keep Minitini 3, actually, I would love if Winnebago, and it's doable. I've been measuring, it's doable. If you're listening, Winnebago, maybe Minitini 5 times the charm. That exact trailer without a slide, it's doable. You just have to make the dinette a little narrower, you know, and I think for us that will be perfect because you still get the Murphy bed and all the storage and actually scratch the dinette, make it a desk. William Brody, think of that super chat. Love desert rain, wash away the dust. Robert, did you do a podcast today? No, I didn't. I was going to do it. I was gonna do it yesterday. I didn't really know what to talk about, but I was gonna talk about things like Starlink and the increase in price and do like more like a news show since I don't have anything. I mean, I'm not traveling, so hold on. I lost my train of thought because I'm reading the chat while I'm talking. What was I talking about? Well, I didn't do the podcast. Next week, for sure, because I'm going to talk about the videos that I'm editing right now, which is, I'm editing Colorado right now. That's going to be an epic video. I hope you guys like it. Random, awkward one. Hey, Robert, what is your favorite campsite you have visited? Well, as far as boondocking sites, it's in between Valley of the Gods and The Wall, just outside Badlands National Park. Now, as far as state park, definitely Bahia Honda State Park, without a doubt. And as far as RV resorts, it's one of the Zone Outdoors I visited. Probably Rocky Mountain RV resort, Zone Outdoors Rocky Mountain. Just because it is the video I'm editing right now, and now I have it fresh in my mind, right? I might have to step out for a few minutes, but I'll do my best to be. Hey, Maxine Oliver, be back. Oh man, this is like. The chat is going faster than I can do anything about it, and I wanted to acknowledge Jen on Wheels celebrating 1 month as a Chief Pelican Head. Woohoo! Welcome to the club. To the Pelican Heads. Giovanni Adventures, Lewis and Clark was 12 hours and 29 minutes. I watched them both. Yeah, thank you for that. And I just wanted to see if it could be done. Preston Glad, the Hike 200 is almost what you're asking for, Robert. But I do believe the Hike 200 has a slide, doesn't it? Does it? If memory serves. Winnebago hike 200. Yeah, they all do have a slide. It's a tiny slide, but they all do. I want something slideless. That would be my 2108 without a slide. That would be my dream camper, and that's the one that would be the one to keep. The keeper would be that one, for sure. Okay, let me go back here. Ivan K. Robert, time to put in a special order on your next Minitini. Yeah. Okay. Let me fill up my ale here a little bit. And before we go on a trip again, I'm definitely gonna do a Minitini lounge, no doubt. So be on the lookout for that. Van Girl Cheryl, thank you for the super chat. Happy Friday to all. Happy Friday. Thank you so much. And happy Friday to everybody. Yeah, Cajuns across America. What did we miss? What are you drinking today, Robert? Tonight, Robert? Ooh. Well, I started with some sherry vodka, courtesy of Lily's Kitchen. This showed up at the PO box today, but I decided to remain coherent for the rest of the night. I switched to High Alai, and Henry Kosovsky, when you go to Alaska, you should cross into Alaska at the most northern border crossing in the United States, Little Gold Creek, Alaska. I believe Mikey Barbie had told me about one border crossing that was very scenic. I wonder if it is that. Little Gold Creek. I'm very much actively doing research for the Alaska trip. Oh, I see where that is. No, I think that's the wrong place. But I do want to go to Hyder to do the Dempster on the way south. We still have a lot of planning to do. So, Tin Can Carl, we had tornado warning in the Florida Panhandle today. Nothing touched down as far as I know. Pelican and Rancho del Carl were spared. Well, that's good to know, and of course, as soon as my leg heals and I'm able to drive, Pelicamp is probably the first place we're gonna go to. And then your shirt says Venice, California. That's where I was born. Now I live in retirement in Venice, Florida. Very different places, I suppose. But yeah, this is one of the oldest shirts I own. I just decided to put it on for the thumbnail, and I said, well, you know what, might as well. It's we bought it. When was the trip with the California Cruiser? 2010, I think, or 2011. I'm sure Dylan remembers. Ask Remy. I've been in 3 city parks in Texas. Only one was friendly, Castroville. The rest were rude. Really? I wonder. Don't they have in the sign, drive nice the Texas way or something like that when you're going to Texas? I've never had a problem in Texas, but then again, I haven't. The only city park I stayed at was that the one that no longer exists in Junction, Texas. Maybe they should slide it back instead of sideways, make it longer. That will work. The only slide I have is on ice. There you go. Hello, Maxine, Oliver. Robert, are you currently in Miami or Perry? I think this looks more like Miami than Perry. So yeah, I'm in Miami. Perry, it's we're going there soon. Why no slide? I want the trailer to be as simple as possible, less things that can break, and I want the trailer to be the same all the time. Like if the problem with the slide And this Micro Mini had a very large slide. I mean, it's my arm's length. And sometimes you need to park at a rest area or a truck stop where you don't have a whole lot of room to deploy that slide. And I mean, as long as everything is functional with the slide in, I have no problem with the slide. I'll just leave it in. I'll never deploy it. But as you know, and these slides that are over the wheel well, you're not supposed to even sit in the dinette when the slide is in the in position. Cami and Phil, thank you for that super chat at the Berkeley and Collins Avenue. Food ideas at the Berkeley on Collins. I haven't been to Collins Avenue in a long. That's gonna be a very long time. Henry Kosovsky, when you go to Alaska, you should cross into Deja Vu. Is there a glitch in the Matrix? I read that one already. Actually, all small cities and towns in Texas are great. I really like the Dallas-Fort Worth area. By the way, I thought, I interacted. Of course, we had a great meetup there. I interacted. Everybody I interacted with was nice. So, theme park news. Hi, Robert. Your hike to the top of Yosemite Falls and Yosemite Point looked very challenging. I was impressed. Have you visited Goblin Valley State Park in Utah? It's amazing. Come back to Utah. Physically, Yosemite Falls and Point, it's the hardest hike I've ever done. That was harder than Angel's Landing. Angel's Landing was more dangerous, more like... but as far as physical strenuousness, is that a word? Definitely Yosemite Falls. And what's the other question? I've been to Goblin Valley back in 2014 with a rental Class C. I'm thinking of going back as soon as I can make it out west again. We're gonna do like a lot of things out west. What is this thing here? I don't know. Mr. Red Jaguar, Traveling Robert, I know you are a Winnie man, but have you considered a Bambi from Airstream? My sister just purchased one, and I was impressed with the quality. I really like the Bambi. Yeah, I like the Bambi. And there's I don't know if it's the one that she has. There's a floor plan with a corner bed. That it's kind of like the classic small Class C floor plan, but in an Airstream. I really like it. If I were ever to get an Airstream, that's probably the one. And no slide. Indiana, Florida, thank you for that super chat. Thank you so much. Thank you. Will you compose new music for the Alaska trip if the muse comes to me? Absolutely, yes. And I'm kind of overdue for coming up with new music. So yeah. Has Starlink been easy to use or a hassle in terms of setup? No, very easy to use. It's just, when you get to the place, just look for a spot to put it, with a clear view of the northern sky and just connect it, and it just works. And it's always worked. Sometimes it takes a little bit, finding the satellites, but it's being a little sluggish on occasion, when it's, peak time, you get deprioritized. But other than that, as long as you have a clear view of the northern sky, it's good. Brandy Williams said, thank you for that super chat. I'm loving the new music. Will there be a new album in our future? Well, there's a new album, not physical CD, but if you wanna compose anything online, compose. I was reading something else. If it's online, it's called Magic City. That's the name of the album. I want a Class A or a Monster fifth wheel. Well, let me tell you. In a far future, far future, I'm getting older, so no future is far enough at this point. But I wouldn't, like in 10, 15 years, I wouldn't be opposed to a diesel pusher. We may want that level of comfort at that stage, you slow down. We have our diesel pusher. We're towing a tiny Tesla or whatever car it's fashionable at the time. Yeah, Yeah. Well, I love Texas. Van Girl Cheryl spent a lot of time there. Had the pleasure of signing on singing on the stage of Billy Bob's in Fort Worth. Oh, that's quite the honor. Then didn't meet an unfriendly face. And Nick Bauer, thank you for that super chat. Hi, Robert. Next time you're in Oregon or Washington, you should check out the Hops Farm there. The Cascade and Chinook varieties are used in IPAs. Yeah, I have. The thing with Oregon and Washington, it's so far from home base, and I'm not a full timer, not yet anyway. I wouldn't be opposed to the time of being a longer timer at some point. Like the next time I go to the West, at least 3 months. That's what I want to do. Now this time in Alaska, it's gonna be like 3 or 4 months. The way the planning is going. So Grand Design makes your Murphy bed, large rear bath, dinette, no slides, small trailer. Is the Imagine 15 RB. Well, Grand Design is Winnebago's sister company, so who knows? Mr. Remy, ask Remy, thank you for that super chat. Look at Brooder EXP8 RV. Brooder EXP8. Can I copy and paste from here? No, I can't. For some reason, I can't. Yeah, I should be able to. Boom. I'll just paste it into a new tab because otherwise, Remy, I'm going to forget. Largest rental, RV rental? No, it said Brew, okay. Ultimate off-road camper trailer. Oh, I like it. Looks like that Black Series. That's what it looks like. That looks very cool. What are your thoughts on Harvest Host? And from the beginning, I'm kind of glad I was never a Harvest Host affiliate or advertiser, because that way I can, at the beginning I was very disappointed with the service, with the Harvest Hosts. I showed up at certain places and they didn't have parking. They have improved quite a lot. And I like it. I always have a plan B, or I try to have a plan B with Harvest Hosts. But and it's sometimes it's become a little harder to find something last minute. It's become very popular. That being said, when it's great, it is great. And it's great to be able to go, to a restaurant or a brewery or a winery or whatever, you're a farm, enjoy the place and then just go back to your rig right there and boondock overnight. And some of them even let you run generators. I mean, it depends. So I even found like one in the middle of the city in Atlanta, and that was great. You park on the street, you're right there. It's safe area. So overall, I think it's worth it. I like the service. I think it is totally worth it, but it's sometimes not as perfect as you see. Like, it doesn't always work, but when it works, it's great. Jen on Wheels, thank you for that super chat. Thank you. Hello, Robert. You made all three of our kids' birthdays special by singing to them. May I ask for another favor? Announce we're going to Disney World. Well, there you go. Now you know. So say hello to Mickey, and it's a small world after all. Dookie Chips, thank you for that super chat. A shout out to Illis Finger. Illis Finger, yeah, she has the doctor's appointment to see her finger. The day after I had my appointment for the boot, das boot, but actually, she's doing better. She's getting a little more mobility. Maybe she didn't even get like her tendon fully severed. We don't know. We won't know until they do anything more than an X-ray. That's what they did in Vegas. Just an X-ray. You cannot see tendons in X-rays. I'm using Harvest Host to return to Florida. Yeah, for that kind of thing, if you can coordinate it for quick overnights, I'm not the hosts. 99.9% of the time they are great. They are great people. Everything of turning Minitini 1 into an Airbnb? Nah, not really. It'll be cool, right? But that's, I think the overhead in maintaining it and all that, it's not something that I want to get into at this point. Maybe when some days start traveling less, or I can get someone to be there to, like a caretaker maybe. Is there any plans to go to Austin, Texas in the future, Robert? Yes, but I mean, there's no plans. I'm going to go to Austin, and I want to go back to Hill Country at some point. But yeah, get a haircut, Robert. Yeah, I know. I need to talk to Leslie and Adventures. I just signed up for Harvest Host. Hopefully it works, and they have improved a lot in the sense that now you can make the reservation online. And at the beginning, I had a couple of disappointments, especially also in South Florida. There's very few Harvest Hosts in Florida, the southern half of Florida. So, and when we first got into the service, we were weekenders, and we only were able to go to one. And anywho, we'll be visiting Florida and Arizona, Yuma, and California starting in the fall. Any chance you'll be having a meetup then or after Christmas? Well, in the fall, I'm going to be in the Northeast, most likely. I'm going to go to the Hershey RV show. And I'm thinking if I go to the M23 meetup in Michigan, I might do a little bit of Ohio, Wisconsin, Minnesota, before it gets cold. Maybe I'll wait for the first snowfall and then hightail it south. Has Jim in DC, has Illy been driving Starship around town since her crash course driving lesson? Not really. She prefers to drive her Nissan Sentra, so that's what she's been driving. Actually, she took me for a ride today. We went together to the PO box. So Roadie Roadhouse, thank you for the super chat. Hello, Robert. We're still in windy Quartzsite, but it's being in the 70s. Praying for your speedy recovery. Hope to see you on the road again someday. Hey, maybe in Quartzsite, maybe somewhere else. I really hope so too. It's I'm glad you're here at the live stream. Hill Country. I've been here over 3 months. Hey, how do you like Hill Country, Remy? I really, I was there for like a day and a half, but I enjoyed it. I think it's down. I wanted to stop in Fredericksburg. We didn't have much time at the time. I used Harvest Host in Wisconsin. It was great. An orchard, winery, great overnight option. They even offered electric. Some of them do, yeah. Actually, I stayed at a Harvest Host right off Palo Duro Canyon in Texas, and they did offer electric, even though, I didn't really need it. It was one of those cold nights in February, but yeah. John Manson Smith, we are on our big cross-country camping trip from Florida tonight. Live from Oklahoma City KOA. Your tunes are on the playlist. I've been to that KOA. That's a pretty nice KOA. I hope it's not too cold. And Gibson, Ivan K, it would be easier to buy a floor plan that you could delete the dinette and have someone install a desk in its place. Oh, that's what I did in Minitini 1, and if Minitini 4 was entirely mine, that's exactly what if there was a way for me to remove the dinette and then put it back when I return the trailer. But those dinettes are built in such a way that once you start unscrewing things, you could put Humpty Dumpty back together, but no. Are you finding hard to book from Dr. Honeydew List? Book campsite, or do you have to book it months in advance? I haven't found that. It depends. If you are in an area with high demand and it's a weekend, you might have a problem. But I've always been able to find something. You may have to pay more, You might have to go to the KUA or the Sun Outdoors. But, on a pinch, yeah. And Dylan Reynolds, a question: when will you depart for Alaska? If all goes well, May 23rd. Jody Mantooth, any luck pinpointing your new pelicamp? Unfortunately, our trip in Arizona got cut short, but I was sure that this was going to be the trip where we were going to find Pelican West, but yeah, we didn't. Duque Chips, Robert, still going to collaborate with Totalmente Perdidos. I would love to collaborate with them. Actually, we did a video together in Quartzsite 2 years ago. But yeah, I have to visit Camp TTPP, their property in Georgia, or Georgia, like they say. Eric Cuellar Design. Next time you're in Dallas area, head north to Denton, Texas. I think you'll like it. They're square and bars. We'll check it out. That's an area that I want to visit again for sure. Mr. Radusto Farauk. Good evening, Robert and the Pelican Heads. Robert, what would be the best option for a data plan for a Canadian visitor in the US for 2 weeks? My Canadian plan is $15 a day. Yeah, 2 weeks that could get expensive. I don't know if you could get just for 15 days. That's like for 2 weeks. That's not an area of my expertise. I would get some of the MVNOs, the second party resellers. Like, I mean, it might be worth it to get an account with Visible, which you can get for as low as $25 a month, and just use that. Visible uses Verizon antennas, but there may be someone else who is more knowledgeable of those things. The Lost RVers, hey, Mr. Roberto, how's your recovery going? Ready for the road? I bet you're itching. I'm itching, actually. But I'm ready. I know I know my leg is probably gonna hurt once I start putting some weight on it, but I can't wait. Do you think Starlink will, from Cajuns across America, do you think Starlink will honor the $150 a month for the old RV plan, or do you think they will bump us to $200 like the new portable plan? There's a new $200 portable plan. I haven't heard that news yet. I mean, there's no price guarantee, right? It's not like we signed the contract with, like you do when you get a cell service, it's not like we signed the contract with Elon, like, it's going to be 125 forever or 135, whatever we pay right now. It would suck. That would definitely make me cancel Starlink if they would go to 200. I haven't received any email because right now I have residential with portability, and they didn't say they were going to take away my portability yet. Or in any case, this month, this 3 weeks I've been in Miami, I've been wasting that. It's supposed to be for Pelicamp, but when I got it, there was no option to do the RV plan. If I had the option, I would definitely switch to the RV, and I do believe they have an option now to switch to the RV plan. Because anyway, I hardly ever use it at Pelicamp, so I'm not there. Hey, Darlene Barcelao, better late than never. Welcome, thank you for being here. Natalie Driscoll will be coming down from Vancouver May 27th. Hey, we might cross paths because by May 27th I'm going to be somewhere up there. Percidos. Don't do it. Why? Why do what? I don't know. Robert, how's Kate the Pitbull? I don't know. We've seen him on camera. We're seeing her on camera a couple of times, but I haven't seen her in person for a long time. I hope she remembers me when I get back to Pelicamp. The Curtis family, the man, the myth, the legend, traveling Robert. Thank you. And Jeffrey says Elon needs more money to pay for Twitter, probably. Although I don't think Twitter was. Twitter. Starlink was ever going to manage to be profitable for with the amount of money it takes to send all those satellites to space. You kind of imagined they were gonna eventually raise the prices a little bit, but 200 is kind of insane. Like someone else is saying here, I would never pay 200 either. Too much for access. Well, a lot of truly unlimited internet access, not 200, but like RV on the go was like 180. ISP Mint was 185 or 190. That's what I was paying, which for what I needed it at the time, so sometimes you just have to do it for truly unlimited, unthrottled internet, like being at home. If you really need it for work, it's like an investment on your work. But yeah, 200 is pushing the limit, like maybe not. Preston, glad. Thank you for that super chat. You should check out Taxa Outdoors. I just bought their Mantis model. They're designed by a NASA engineer and made in Texas. Very utility based. Taxa Outdoor. I'm going to check it out. Outdoors, campers, trailers. I can't stand when they do a pop-up right when you go into the website. All right, they look cool. They look interesting. I'm going to check it out. And they're very lightweight. This Cricket is 1753 dry weight with only 900 cargo capacity. But hey, 900, it's decent. All right, I'll check it out. Okay, vagando everywhere por todos lados. You can switch to RV, but you can never gain residential status again. I suppose if you open a new account, right? That would be the only way. But I'm not going to. I'm not going to make a decision like right now. But they are the. I have certain things in the works for the upcoming trips, so we'll see what connectivity Minitini 4 has, and we'll take it from there. Young Dave, what a view from your boondocking spot, The Wall. My favorite campsite with the views is Mitchell Caverns in the Providence Mountains overlooking eastern Mojave as far as the eye can see. I don't know about that one. Mitchell Caverns, huh? Can I copy and paste from here? No, I can't. I'll just type it, and I'll leave it there in a tab so then I can see. Because eventually we're going back. You need to have a Pelitex camp. Yeah. Have you visited Huntsville, Alabama? Yeah, Rocket City. I've been there. Very cool town. Very cool town. I stayed at that Montesano State Park. Starlink has increased to 150. I pay for 3 hotspots already: Verizon, T-Mobile Home, and T-Mobile Hotspot. And now you need an AT&T, man. Come on. What is your favorite thing to do in the Florida Keys? The seafood. If I can land on a good beach, I'm a beach bum, and Key West is just like a happy place. It gives me that vibe. Robert, how many watt solar panels to run my travel trailer with AC? Thank you. Oh, that's a question for Remy. But as much as you can. thousands of watts if you can. Yeah, it's me and my husband are always thinking free in my RV. I'm free in my RV. Starlink regional roaming is 150 global. Oh, global. Yeah, I heard something that they were doing something global for like boats. And in that case, I mean, if you own a catamaran, you can probably afford $200 a month. And wouldn't it be cool to have a relatively fast internet in the middle of the Pacific? The Adventure Channel, Robert just finished watching your Pelicamp videos. You guys did a great job developing the property yourselves. Hats off. Thank you. Thank you. And I'm still thinking of doing phase 2 next winter. The Lost RVers, if they let you design, modify Minitini 4 the way you like it, no doubt that's the way most other buyers would want it. At Winnebago, hey, there you go. Well, they did design the Flex package based on requests that I had from Minitini 2. So and we're gonna do a video soon about that. Have you been to South Padre Island? Not yet. That's one of those bucket list places that I haven't been to yet, but hopefully soon. Hopefully soon. That's one of the... Robert, my kids are so excited to tune in from the RV, from Dusty Haskins, for the first time, even though there's 2 feet of snow on the roof. 2 feet of snow on the roof. Hey, stay warm. Make sure you don't run out of propane on this cold night. Preston Glad, thank you for that super chat. Thanks for being a positive influence for all. Aloha. We are headed to the beach here in Hawaii. Have a good night. You too. Enjoy the beach. What time is it in Hawaii? It's like probably, what, noon? Buckeye Cuban, I made a video of me lip singing your voice with your song. I will send it to you if you promise not to laugh. Oh, I'll share it. There you go. That's the monster setup right there. I have 2040 watts with 7 100 amp Battleborn batteries with a mini split AC. If cloudy days, I can run for 3 days. If humidity is not all night. If high humidity, only 1 day. There you go. That's the dream setup right there. Used to do 3 more Battleborns. Used to have 10. Make it an even number. The Adventure Channel, I heard Starlink has a lot of issues with trees and other obstacles. Oh, yeah, it's true. You need a clear view of the northern sky. Even at Pelicamp, I haven't quite found the sweet spot yet. I have a relatively good sweet spot, and what I'm gonna do there, I'm gonna do a tall, like a pole. So if I elevate it, I might be a lot better. But it's a problem with all satellite systems. If you have satellite TV, if you have satellites don't like trees. You need real line of sight. Karen H, I know you probably already said this, but what's the prognosis on your foot? I will know on Monday. I will know Monday morning. I will know. So, yep. Jody Mantooth, I like your desert motif you have on your t-shirts. Any chance to get a sweatsuit with the same motif? Yes, and that's actually a design by our friends Greg and Angela, Casita RV Life, and as soon as I can take a proper picture with Starship and Minitini 4, I'm gonna revamp the whole. I'm gonna do new stickers, new T-shirts, new everything. So, Mr. Thomas Finnerty, my neighbor at the Q23 meetup, and the man who gave me my first set of crutches And actually, thank you for your help, during that difficult time. By the way, and I have a new nickname for you, Robert the Boot. There was a famous New Jersey mobster, Richie the Boot Villardo, who inspired the role of Tony Soprano. Well, there you go. You have the boot. Oh, excuse me. Whew. Must be the hops on that IPA. And well, then Robert the Boot. I could do that. I was actually thinking, since some people say that I talk like what's the name of the Spanish actor? Banderas, and he did Puss in Boots. You know, the movie for the Shrek movie. So I could be Puss in Boots also. Or Bob in Boots. I don't know. Redman R, thank you for that super chat. DST starts Sunday. It could be the last time change. No, there will have to be one more, because daylight saving time is the wrong time, as you probably know. When is the next Minitini Lounge? As long as I was thinking of doing one sitting down, but I think I'm gonna wait until I can stand up and like dance behind the keyboard. Ivan K. Energy conservation is more than half of living off grid. Less is better. Managing what you have is definitely more important. Energy conservation, and more importantly, I think water conservation, because you can, if you have if you're in a sunny area where it is not hot, you can pretty much be out there indefinitely. But I think unless and I think Tom Finnerty is like an expert on that. He's writing a book about everything that he's doing with his RV and water conservation. At some point your gray or your black, God forbid, your black water tank is gonna fill up, and that's when you have to break camp and hurry up and go to a dump station. So that's boot. Yes, it is the way, man. Lily Strange, cheers, salute, Norak in Romanian. Good night, Lily. We're gonna finish this soon. Thank you. Brew Master Chef Jorge. Hello, Robert. Glad to see you're doing fine. On my way home, getting ready to have a Sierra Nevada Pale Ale. That was one of my favorite non-regular beers. Like I used to do like Heineken or Coronas or whatever. And then when I went to California for the first time, not the first time, but when we did that road trip, I started trying different beers, and Sierra Nevada was one of the ones that we discovered. William Cordova. The Cordova with fine Corinthian leather. Just kidding, the Cordova. Howdy, Robert. Watching and got home this week. I was so surprised to have my T-shirt, hoodie, and stickers waiting for me. Can't wait to travel with them. Hey, happy trails. Thank you, and enjoy your travels. Let me reset the chat here, and we're running. We're going overtime. Food station. How do you connect to internet while you are in your RV? Well, for the long trips that we did with Minitini 3, I had ISP Mint, which uses T-Mobile antennas, but it was connected to the Winegard antenna I had on the roof of that I still have on the roof of Minitini 3. That antenna, if there's like a faint signal coming from like 100 miles away, it'll pick it up, believe it. Then I have an AT&T phone and a Visible phone. With Visible uses Verizon. So I had the three of them. And then a year ago, I got Starlink, the residential Starlink. Yeah, I'm spending a small fortune in internet, as you probably noticed. But Ili is working on the road with me, and she needs the internet. It's not a matter of She on Monday through Friday at certain times of the day she needs to be connected. So she gets an email. Something could be urgent. So that's why I decided to do like the belt and suspenders uh, uh, policy. let's let's have everything available, and it worked. It's worked out for us. Yes, sometimes you're in a remote place with a lot of trees, and in that case, you're screwed. But for the most part, it's worked. Uh, Joseph R. Johnson, Criminal Defense. Have you acquired any other land around the country as an RV landing spot? Not yet. I was really hoping to find something in the White Mountains of Arizona, or somewhere in the piney woods of Texas. So, how long can you run your AC on battery? Well, of course, that question depends how many watt hours of storage of battery you have. Mini Tini 3.5 hours ish, more or less. It depends also how hot it is, because if the compressor only has to turn on, for a few minutes and then turn off, it's not the same if it is 100 degrees outside or if it is just like 80. So, yeah. And domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. Enjoying the Key West weather. Well, enjoy Key West. That's probably one of the first places I'm going to go before Alaska. I'm going to do a little bit of a Florida tour, and yep. So, guys, I'm going to start wrapping this up. Good luck at the doctor. Thank you. Thank you. I'm really hoping for the best. And do you have a trailer tire preference? Have you noticed the difference in the tires you've used? I have never had a blowout. I may have been lucky, but everybody seems to swear by the Goodyears and the new. By the way, the new Winnebago Micro Minis, they all come with Goodyear. So I like Goodyear. That's what I have on the truck. That's what I've had on all my trucks since I've had trucks. Um, I believe the last set that I put on old Kia, they may have been Firestone. Actually, they were Firestone. But never mind. For the trailer, the consensus seems to be Goodyear. The Adventure Travel, thank you for that super chat. Need to drop soon. Enjoy an IPA on us, Robert. Thanks, and cheers. And I'm gonna chug whatever's left of my IPA, and then if I switch from IPA to cherry vodka, is that gonna be bad? Am I gonna wake up with a headache tomorrow? Maybe I shouldn't. Cheers, everybody. And if you don't mind singing along, hope Ilya and you are healing well. I can almost stand with confidence now. So I think it is healing. I keep forgetting that the microphone is here. I hope you guys can hear me well. Thank you, everybody. How many of you are 649? Well, it went down to 613. I guess it had to refresh. But thank you all. Thank you all for choosing to spend your Friday evening here with me. Cajuns across America. Good night, Robert and Lily. We hope you all to see you on the road. Good night, motivators and fellow Pelican heads. Safe travels, everyone. Giovanni Adventure, Yukia being everywhere. This thing is like going like crazy. Fort Lauderdale. I haven't been to Fort Lauderdale in a while. Barefoot blogger. Ivan K. Traveling Robert, cherry vodka. Go for it, Robert. It's not like I'm gonna drive anywhere, so this may be the best of times. Getting the itch to hitch. Getting the itch to hitch. I forgot how to play guitar. Getting the itch to hitch. Cause I'm riding in my RV, wherever I want to be. Cause I'm free in my RV, yeah, I'm riding. I'm riding in my RV, wherever I want to be, yeah. Cause I'm free in my RV, yeah, riding in my RV, wherever I want to be. Cause I'm free in my RV. I'm still reading the chats. Reading. Good night, everybody. Thank you for being here. And thank you. I'm sorry I never get to answer all of your questions or your comments. But Dookie Chips, for example, how long do you think it'll take you to reach Alaska? I don't know. I have already planned the route with 5 days to spare just in case. But we'll probably, I don't know. I want to be in Fairbanks June 20th. That's all I know. Good night, everybody. Have a great weekend. And see you next Friday, where I'll probably still be here. Bye.